Visit TCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit TCG Castle for more.
Looking to grade your Pokemon cards and you don't know how to do it? Check out Ludkins Collectables and grade your Pokemon cards with zero risk. Check video description or visit LudkinsCollectables.com for more.
Hello YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In this video, I'm gonna play with Glaceon GX featuring Alolan Ninetales GX deck. So this is very interesting water box deck that I just recently built up, and I really must say that it works just pretty well. So as you can see right there, this is the combination between Glaceon GX, who can use that Freezing Gaze ability on the turn 1 and basically prevent our opponent EX or GX Pokemon from using their abilities, which means that we can simply prevent our opponent from being able to use Bridget at the turn 1 with the Tapu Lele play. So we can potentially slow them by a lot. Frost Bullet can strike for 90 and spread 3 damage counters on the bench, which is very important against those stage 2 decks or stage 1 decks that contains very popular cards in the current format, like Zoroark, like Lycanroc, like Gardevoir, and many other. Polar Spear GX can also strike for 50 for each damage counter on our opponent benched Pokemon, which means that with the Frost Bullet we can just, spread damage counters for that Polar Spear GX much easily. With the Tapu Koko we can spread damage counters, which is very important, as well as the Ice Blade. So this deck can snipe a lot, and it's very interesting that you can combine those snipe damage pretty much easily. Blizzard Edge can go for 160, Alolan Ninetales, very known card, and also with the Ice Pet we can just move all damage counters from Ninetales to our opponent. There is also on this deck list one copy of Luminous Barrier Ninetales, just because it's a very good card and it can help us a lot to slow down our opponent, as well as Glaceon EX, who can also use Crystal Ray and prevent our opponent evolution Pokemons from dealing damage to us. What else do we have on this deck list? Of course, one copy of each Remoraid Octillery, 2 copies of Tapu Leles with the Wonder for the Supporter Surge, and 1 Miraculous Shine and Spuniac. Speaking about some other cards we have on this deck list, of course, since this is a water deck running 4 Aqua Patches, so we can easily attach energy from our discard pile to our benched Pokemon. I'm also running on Field Blower, as well as the 2 multi-switches. Multi-switch, very important, very interesting card, just because, before we Acerola, we can play, we can retreat and then just play multi-switch to recover 1 energy, and then Acerola, and then again attach manually energy from our hand, maybe even Aqua Patch, so we can power up our Ninetales or Glaceon pretty quickly. 4 walls, of course, and from other cards running 3 choice bands and only 1 stadium, I decided to go with Pearl City, just because with Pearl City we can reduce our opponent bench space, or even bench space we can just remove some damaged Pokemon from play. So if our opponent is not capable to one-hit knock on any of our Pokemons, we can simply Pearl City damaged Pokemons from play. Supporter line, 2 Acerolas, 1 Bridget for setup, 2 Cynthias with 2 copies of N. I'm also running 3 copies of Kuzma, and 4 copies of Sycamore. Speaking about energies, there's like 12 energies total, 4 double cores energies, and 8 regular basic water energies. Overall, I kind of like the deck. It's pretty cool to play with it, so I hope you're gonna just, at least try to import it and see how fun it is really to play with it. If you're looking for any of these cards, make sure to check ccgcastle.com. Link is provided in my video description. So if you're also looking to maybe send your cards to the PSA submission, make sure to check LudkinsCollectables.com. All you need to know can be found in my video description. So for today's video, I played against Weakness deck. I played against Weakness against Necrozma, Duskmane Necrozma, and I managed to win in very big fashion. So I hope you guys are gonna hit thumbs up for that victory. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos. So see you in the game. Alright, so for today's video, I'm playing with a mix of Ninetales with Glaceon GX, so we shall see how this deck will perform in the real action. So neither me or my opponent managed to get Pokemon at our opening hand. And looks like I'm gonna play against Necrozma. It's pretty interesting just because I have weakness. It's gonna be one hit now for one hit out, that's for sure. But I simply don't like how my opening hand looks at this moment. Alright. So what I'm gonna do right here. I have a couple options available. Actually have a couple options available. Oh, there we go with the N. So I'm actually happy to see N. I'm actually very happy to see that. And there's even Bridget available right now in my opening hand. So I'm gonna do something like this. Glaceon GX. Glaceon EX not gonna be good right here, that's for sure. I can say that without question. One Remoraid, one Eevee. What do we have on the bench? We have one Vulpix. So I'm gonna go for another Vulpix. I need to pay retreat cost, obviously. So that's gonna be retreat down to my Vulpix. And then I'm gonna use my Aqua Patch. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Aqua Patch for my Vulpix. To have one less card available, and then I'm gonna search myself with the Beacon Artillery and something like Alola Ninetales, but the one with the Luminous Barrier. I'm gonna need that card against my opponent, thus me Necrozma. So that's gonna be the key to prevent my opponent from one-hitting knockout my Pokemons, of course, but he can do that pretty much easily with the Guzma. Alright, there's a Fighting Fury Belt. If I can at least sleep with my opponent, I'm going to be more than happy. So he unfortunately needs 3 energies in order to do something right there, with his Close Slash, for example. Bad thing is the Magnemite is 60 HP, so I can't do too much again. Not go for one hit knockout against that Pokemon. What I can play my Field Blower, which is very important right there to get rid of the Fighting Fury and Mountain Cordant, just for an easier knockout against my opponent. I can also do this as well as the Double Core's Energy. I can probably find myself multi-switch on that multi-switch play, but we shall see. Tapu Koko can also be good right there, and there we go with the Cynthia. See what we can find here. Pretty much nothing. So I'm gonna pass. I'm not gonna put my Glaceon GX in play. I'm not that crazy, just because my opponent can easily hit me for double price card, and this is not something I really want to do. So yeah, I'm just pretty fine right now. I'm not gonna complain. I have Water Energy plus Guzma available, which means next turn I can perform the knockout against my opponent, Magnemite. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, so Skyla for Rare Candy, or maybe Ultra Ball, something. Obviously, it's going to be for something like that, so let's see. It's for the Rare Candy play, which means that he already have that Magnezone available in his hand. Alright, Ultra Ball. It's very discussable about Magnemite with the Sparkling Induction. And it's also questionable about those 2 new Magnemites. What type of Magnemite you should play. I prefer the one with the bench barrier, of course, because it's much better. Just because you can lose without too many questions your Magnemite, and also 30 damage to your benched one against that powerful Buzzwole GX. So that's Mountain Core. One Magnetic Circuit. So he's just adding energies to his Necrozma GX. There we go, 3 Necrozmas. Alright, so what can I do here? I can definitely like this, then I can play myself Guzma play. Alright, then I can retreat simply. And I can play myself 1 copy of Abyssal here. Card is Professor Sycamore, but I'm striking with my Aurora Beam for 1. And I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy just because, you know, so far my opponent cannot do too much. He's really in position, and he decided to promote his Magazine in the front. Of course, with 4 energies, he can go for the 1-hit knockout against my Alola. But I can easily recover that Ninetales back in play, which is very important. And there we go with Sycamore for 7, so he still needs 2 more Metal Energies. Without 2 more Metal Energies, my opponent will be able to go for the 1-hit knockout against my Alola Ninetales, which will put him definitely in bad position, but there's Professor's Leather, so right now with Professor's Leather he can go for 1-hit knockout, but next turn he can't use Leather. At least that's something, but yeah, strike for weakness pretty much easily. So I'm gonna need Rescue. That's obviously, so yeah, find it. The good thing is that I also have Aqua Patch available. I just took 60 damage counters. He just took 1 prize card, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so I just promoted my Tapu Koko. I can play myself. I actually have something good, some good idea on my mind. I'm gonna strike for 160 my opponent, Magnuson in the front. I just need. It's risky. It's definitely risky. I'm gonna say that one more time. How many actions? I guess 3 of them. And okay, at least I'm searching for. And let's go with the Ultra Ball. Or something like this. And of course, it is gonna be for my Alola Ninetales. For my Aqua Patch play, and I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna be very smart right there, so I'm just gonna put 1 on Glaceon. Just get rid of as many cards as we can. Easily hand. There's the multi-switch play. Before multi-switch play, I'm gonna Ultra Ball for Sycamore. So I can find myself I'm gonna go for 1 more Eevee on the bench. And I can perform Blizzard Edge for starting my double Colress energy. Okay, so I'm done. I can take 1 prize card, which is gonna be Fire Energy. So far, so good. Which means that my opponent basically needs Rare King if he wants to perform another Magnezone action. And there's the Rescue Stretcher, which is gonna be for the Magnezone, of course, obviously. And there's the Rare Candy, which means that my opponent, you know, with his GX attack, but we are equaled, which means that he definitely needs to strike for 220 and discard his Disc Main. I know only one thing. I know that I somehow need to 1-hit knock on my opponent Magnezone from the bench. And I even think how I truly made mistake by putting Eevee instead of maybe Vulpix on the bench. I know what I'm gonna do. Next turn, I need to perform an Espion play. There's just no question about that. I guess the top deck, the best top deck for me probably would be, oh, he decided to ends me. Yeah, just because he really put as many energies in play as he can. That's really what. 230 times 2, 460. I don't want to even comment that. And I wish I have something like Can available, but unfortunately I don't have. Which is just horrible. Really it is. And speaking about that, I can still technically pull it, but it's not gonna happen. Yeah, another Sycamore for 7. Which will not help at all. So one miraculous, pretty much all I can do. I can just, you know, try to stall, try to buy some time. If my opponent does not have another rare candy play, then I can see another day right there. That's literally all I can do. I cannot expect more than that. I think that was a decent move, just because find maybe a Guzma play for that Magnemite, which would be very useful, of course, but since I have so many cards, I'm not even sure if that's going to be possible. So there's the manual energy from... Okay, so I managed to do something significantly here, so I'm kind of happy to see that. So and my opponent, and I can try to disrupt him a lot right there. It's very important right now, just because there's also a Rescue Stretcher available. I can retreat, I end him down to 3 cards, which means he's in a very bad position. I can strike for 90, which means he will need like 2 more energies to do something significantly here. I can also Rescue Stretcher my, of course, Vulpix back into my deck. And I can Ultra Ball a couple more cards from my hand. I'm gonna try to grab that Vulpix. I didn't know I have like 1 more Vulpix, but it's okay. I can Beazle hand. What else I can find? Maybe with a Beazle. Maybe Choice Band. That wouldn't be bad, but I didn't find it. So that's gonna be Frost Bullet. And I might be able to, you know, take a double knockout next turn and basically after that win the game. So I'm very close to do something like this. If my opponent will not be able to pull a Rare Candy Magnezone play this turn, I'm definitely in good position. I'm definitely in a very good position. There's just no question about that. So let's see what he can do. There's another manual energy from his hand, and he can go for like 140, which means I have S-Roll already, but before that S-Roll play, I need some playing energy card from my hand. And I think that's just not going to be possible. Yeah, I guess this is... I can Frost Bullet. Alright. So here is... I'm trying to win the game next turn by playing Guzma down to his Duskmane Necrozma GX on the bench, and just by knocking out his active Necrozma in the active position. So I'm gonna need, of course, a Field Blower play. I do have Ultra Ball available, which means I'm gonna be able to search somehow, at least I try. There's a DCE available in my hand. I'm not afraid of the end. I also have Pearl City available as well, which means I'm gonna be able to close slash remove 2 Pokemons from my bench if I'm gonna need that. And of course, so let's just promote Tapu. So there we go. There is the Guzma play. It's basically to be or not to be. So first things first, Ultra Ball. Yep, it's just impossible for me to win game at this turn, but it's not impossible to spread 3 more damage counters on the bench. Play Pearl City as well. So I can remove E and he still need like $230, and I'm striking for like a couple damage counters on the bench. Let's go with a Beazle hand. Okay, so retreat. That's gonna be a Frost Bullet, of course. 3 damage counters could go down to his down to his 50, down to his Tapu Lele. Just because if his Acerola, he could be able to scoop his Necrozma, for example, lose the game, but with my GX attack, with my Polar Spirit GX, I can strike for 150 his Tapu Lele, and I can basically win the game, so potential still to win. And I mean, it's obviously I'm gonna win with this. So he just passes the turn, and I'm gonna just, you know, toss Guzma down to his Necrozma. I'm gonna use my GX attack, which is gonna be totally devastating for my opponent, and I'm gonna actually win the game against weakness, which is just insane, because my opponent was way ahead over me, but when I pulled that Espeon EX Miraculous Shine attack, I just slowed down my opponent, and he was not able to recover from that position, so that's it. The biggest MVP of the game, of course, was Espeon EX with that Miraculous Shine. Later, Glaceon just strike on the bench that second Magnemite, and my opponent was not able to recover from that. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this Glaceon EX, GX, and Alola Ninetales deck. Thanks for watching once again. Have a nice day till the next time, and goodbye.